Hello, everyone. It is the 21st of November. It's Friday. It's an art show. So, of course, there's no art up yet. But Nick will be here very sooner than he usually is. So, right now, we're breaking the ice. We're getting comfortable. And whoever's watching on the vertical, I know you can't see me. So that's weird. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, I know you can see me, but there's this whole new vertical thing. So yeah, if you're just watching on vertical, you just see now you can see me, but I'm sitting way over here. So if you're watching on the vertical on your phone, you can only just hear me. Yeah, I don't. Anyway, Friday night, we're all here. Yeah, see, Rugrat Spawn's asking what, because you're watching through your phone. So, Jay's putting the link up in the chat. James, are you again? If I got paid more, maybe, but no. Showing a comic rack saying again, guys, with the vertical, you can't see the whole picture.
Yeah, it's a thing that StreamYard released to where if used correctly on certain shows, it looks good, but on other shows like this one, not so much. You would have to stand in the middle of that shot the whole time. It creates links.
If we have the art right now, but okay, see, now you can see me. Hello, and like I said, if you're just tuning in, Nick's not here yet, and he has the art. He only has 4 pieces, but Spencer's supposed to come in, and he has a whole show lined up, and he has 100 items. I don't know how much you guys are going to get through tonight because you're doing a little tribute show for Lewis Small Jr., which I think it's very sweet to do. Always, I think it's very sweet when a tribute show is done. I he said he'd be here soon. I don't know how long it's going to be. It's so weird. I'm looking up at the TV, so people are wondering what is she looking at? I'm looking at the TV. Yeah, this is so weird. The vertical where it's just me. It's hello, woman talking. Why? Who are you? What? Yeah. It's so weird. So, again, at least when Nick brings the art in, that the art can be the centerpiece in the vertical screen. Right now, it's just me. Yeah, I don't want it to just be an empty thing right there. So here at Dynamite, we had new releases. We're gonna have more releases. We're launching our Wizard of Oz Kickstarter very soon, next week. We had our finale, or when I say finale, our final issues for Silverhawks come out this past week. For Herculoids this past week, we had our Lion King first issue come out this week. I hope you all checked it out, especially all you Lion King fans. I always go by. I always run the list in my head. It's all right, there's this book and this book and this book. I know next week we have more Supernatural, more Thundercats, the Vampirella Holiday Special. We have more Maleficent. So we're trying to keep it up. We're keeping up the books for you guys. Are there Thorverine? No, just one. And if you do claim something, fill it out, put all your info. I don't care if you filled out the form before, do it again so we know that it's this show. Because again, people have won stuff or claimed stuff, and if I don't see a form, you're not getting your stuff. So a newcomer won something and they never turned in a form, so we have a book waiting here, and it's just gonna get dust, or it's gonna go to somebody else because you didn't fill out the form. But yes, that's something I always say. Fill out the form, like the video, share, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. 1, 2, 3. I think I've checked everything off the list. Yes, CJ. Like, fill out the form. How hard is it? Not that hard. Having my Rograt, what did you get? I'm trying to. I am not the best with memory. Nick's filling out his heritage form. Received a package today with a bunch of trade paperbacks I ordered from Rex a few weeks ago. Reading for the holiday week. Oh, fun! Badgley, Godzilla, Thor. Rugrat, was that something you paid Nick directly, and we send you the shipping separate? Because as soon as Nick comes on, I'll go check my files to see if it got sent to you. Okay. Once I'm on my laptop, it'll be easier to find. But the Bat Godzilla paid as of now. Okay, I'm sorry that's taken. So, and then we might have. There's a possibility things have been packed up, but shipping has been a little slow recently. That also might be it. Well packed. Glad your sketch arrived safely. But yeah, I'll double check if we have. But yeah, Rugrat, I'll double check if we have that ready to go. Maybe it just got. I mean, our guys in the back have been. It's been crowded with so much stuff back there, and they're trying to get to as much stuff as they can. So maybe it's just a little behind. Alberto's here, CJ here, Barlord's here. It looks like everybody's here. We on Nick Delay. We're always on Nick Delay. We're always on Nick Delay. BBB. A lot of you guys think Nick is on Heritage right now. Everyone's saying hi. Everyone, like I said, everyone getting comfortable. I'm sure it's good. Oh, you have no idea. Like that, but I'm sure you're right. I'm sure everybody, but I know it's been slow back there for a little bit. Oh, thank goodness I ran out of things to say.
No, just talk about me and you can think of a lot of bad things to say. Like Nick comes up with bad jokes when we do the videos, and I can't believe I got to listen to him and tell him when he's being stupid. You know, there's lots to say. So I didn't bring much to sell tonight. I'm going to keep the selling limited because I think we should talk about Lewis Small Jr.
I did send Spencer the link. I don't know when he's tuning in.
All right, cool.
But
all right, nice. I have to reply about out of stock. So
yeah, at least now with the vertical one, you guys have art to look at, even if it's not Nick.
Oh wow, that's even better. They don't have to look at my ugly face. So, or my Blair Witch. Do you have any more Barry Windsor Smith splashes? Ordering copies of Red Sonja for. Thank you, Rugrat. Do I have any more? Maybe, you never know. So Nick makes his way and doesn't even want to sell a sock. Look, we will start selling art. How about this? We have, let's start with the Blue Beetle, Chuck Patton, Louis Small Jr. Those aren't for sale, just we're going to talk about them.
Pinocchio? That's
Oh,
cool.
so this is Roger Robinson and John Lau. Let's pop this up, Jay.
Hold on, I gotta find it. We got a lot of art today.
Okay, we were the oldest, so yeah, it's really sweet.
I tried to pop in. I was like, this is cool. So I gotta
No.
see that. That's gorgeous.
Do the Linsner, man. Let's not tease. All right, give me 1 sec. James Sooner Siegel. That's cute. All right, so that's the wrong image. That's not the Blue Beetle. That's Red Sonja. But you know, do the Vampirella Dawn. James is asking about the Vampirella Dawn. Let's do that first. There we go. All right, so the Dawn Vampirella is the number 1. It's $8,500. Look himself in his office today and claim he was working. No, I, Marcus, I just wish I could I'm hoping by March we're turning the corner. 8K. For you, James, yes. I'll do 8K. Amy, do I have a sticky? Yeah, I got it. I'm also knocking down the microphone while I'm talking, but I got it. I said yes. Oh, James claimed it already? Wow. Jay, were you popping up the art?
This is the only one I've popped up so far.
Okay. Well, no, they're saying James already claimed it. Well, this is the only Dawn number 1 that I've ever seen for sale. Linsner does not sell his Dawn art, which is why it's always at a premium. A lot of his art is a bit more affordable. Hey, Maki Poo Poo, it's been a while, man. I think he officially claimed it. You can now flip it on the next. Yeah, he probably could. You know what? Joe never sells. Yeah, he never does. Let's see. What piece did he just claim? The one on the screen, unknown. The one on the screen. So it's Dawn Vampirella number 1. It's a Dawn cover. Number 1 issue. It is gorgeous. I will miss it, but it's going to a great home. So congrats, buddy. All right, let's do the Eradicator. Then we'll do these 4 pieces, talk about Louis Small Jr., and then get Spencer in. So congrats, man. All right, Eradicator. Where we got this at, Jay? All right. Since I gave a discount on that, I'll just knock this down to 300. Put up what Ruben said so people on Facebook and Twitch can see it. It's a really cool page by Andrew Robinson. You got the Eradicator defeated. It's Eradicator number 1. 2012, and it's a little bit of an emotional page, you know. It's after a battle, and it's just really cool. No, I was somewhere else. I was protecting aliens. I saw, Lord, that I did this, didn't I? This is not good. Delusions usually aren't. You could have killed someone. What's causing these spells? What is driving you out of control? You could have killed someone? Does he not see the carnage here? Who said something about the Eradicator? That's what I get for an undramatic reading. What I missed, Jay? Isn't Eradicator Ruben's favorite? Isn't Eradicator Ruben's favorite? It just happened. Like we were in space, a vision. It just came on me. What's wrong with me? I don't know, but with the kind of power you carry around, you could end up destroying half the city. It's time to consult your old friends. Boy, yeah, think he might destroy the entire city? This is just like a couple of blocks. Cyborg Superman, not Eradicator. Oh, Cyborg Superman. Thank you. Wait a minute. Oh, you buy Cyborg Superman. Got it. I think Ruben needs to do a show about which month is best of flip. The whole 5-year thing is getting old. All right. So let's go to Let's go to the Blue Beetle. So I'll knock $25 off of this again since I did the discount. You got Kronos here, the Time Master. You got the Blue Beetle. You think you're smart, don't you, Beetle? But this time you've outsmarted yourself. Excuse me, but in case you haven't noticed, fella, I'm the one holding the gun. Indeed. But what does that matter? Ah, the noise, my ears, when you have no time to use it. That hourglass, its bottom half really was a weapon. It's unleashed a miniature sandstorm, clinging to me, choking to me. Goodbye, Beetle, and good riddance. I really do hate to eat and run. Let's see, what do we got? Great Blue Beetle. It is a great Blue Beetle page. Teddy Coordinator looks so good. I think Nick needs Kronos more than we do. Yeah, right? Been getting like 4 to 6 hours sleep every night. How lucky are we? Multiple undramatic readings. There you go. Any month is great. The main thing to remember is to consign it to the auction. As soon as you pay for it, the faster you do that, the more money you're guaranteed to make. Oh my God. And let's do the Red Sonja #1, and then we'll talk about Lewis Small Jr. All right, what do we got? The Red Sonja #1. That's supposed to be 6,000 and 5,000, Jay. 6,000 and 5,000. So, man, only 4 items, and I couldn't pay attention. Yeah, no, I've got a lot more into that. Since I gave a $500 discount on the Dawn Vampire, I'll do a $500 discount here as well. No claiming at $500. Yes, great deal for a second. So, but look, this is an historic cover. It's when we launched Red Sonja with Gail Simone. How much did you sell the Barry? Was it a successful flip data point for a show? I'm not saying how much I sold it for. I am not saying how much I sold it for. That's not fair to the person who bought it from me. That's what I came here for. This is a great Dynamite cover, Alberto. You should buy it. Look, I know the person who put it up in Heritage, and he's a great guy, one of the nicest guys in our hobby, and he won. Usually, I might get a little bit annoyed when people flip stuff right away. When I think people lied to me, which has happened. I didn't sell a cover, Ruben. There was a Barry Windsor Smith splash. Well, no, I mean, look. Okay, I'm having too many different conversations. Oh, yeah. Oh, right. It was Carl. Everybody does know. I'm sorry. I forgot about that. I'm sorry, Marcus. Thank you for reminding me. It's been $110. Yes, the one with the Panther. And look, he got something he really wanted. He told me about it, and he needed to consign some stuff. So it's all cool, and I'm happy for him. He ended up getting something he really wanted. So I think it worked out for everybody. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks that he lost money flipping another piece. Carl hasn't announced what he got yet, so it's not my place to say, but he'll be announcing it when he's ready. So again, not my place to say. This, real quick on the Nicholas Scott, this is a painting. I should point that out. I don't think Nicola does much painting, so this is even rarer. Again, this is the historic Gail Simone run. Gail was also involved in the Red Sonja novel. She also had a hand in the Red Sonja movie. Her being part of the Red Sonja universe. I mean, when you think about it, you've got Roy Thomas and Barry Windsor Smith and Frank Thorne and I think you could put Gail up there in that, close there. And she's just been really killing it on everything. Not hiding it when you sell a piece, that's for sure. Well, I mean, not hiding the price when you sell it on Heritage, or what do the newer Vaporella covers sell for? I think they sell for a lot of money. Like some of them sell for over 10 grand. Batman cover, he just whatever. Yeah, it is special, and I'm happy for him. So just going back to this, we're having so many different conversations. You mean you never got a Matilda Lost and Ripper? I do have a poster signed by Matilda, so there was a few left, so I got very lucky that I got one. So what did the Tress go for? I really did not watch the auction. Yeah, no, the guys, I didn't make it to San Diego, but fortunately, Mariano and the guys took care of me. They were kind enough to set one aside. They didn't have to, but it was nice of them to think of me. No, they set a couple aside. One was for me, so that was really nice. Just real quick, I'm going to go back to the other. We're talking about value and everything, but I'm going to say on this, let's just pop these back up one more time. On the Pinocchio Prince of Lies, when you look at the detail here, I mean, look at the detail of that Roger and John put in here. I mean, all the buildings, all the carnage, and yes, but they made sure that the people on the streets, you could tell things were going. I mean, you've got the bus that's turned on its side with somebody helping somebody get down. Eradicator's face crackling. I mean, it's really great. Hey, Amy? Amy's not out there? All right. He was in the 85%. Let's see. That was a very quick. I hope he was lucky enough to become one of the. That's a shame. I'm sorry to hear that. Sometimes I hope he did okay with everything else, And then just on the Blue Beetle, I mean, there's something amazing about this Blue Beetle page. I mean, I swear to God, it's inks by Del Barris, but man, I get such a Rudy Nebris feel, especially when you're looking at the Blue Beetle's chest when he's covering his ears from the noise. Yeah, it's just really great. I chanced upon a copy of Dynamite's Hell Shark. Oh, thanks, Steve. I'm glad to hear that. You knew what he had paid for it. I think he had acquired it privately. That's the guy who has Travis in his basement. It's the guy that's Travis in his basement. Let's talk about Louis Small Jr. We're going to just show the 2 pages of Louis. I don't know why I keep saying Louis. For some reason, I think it was Louis. But we've got 2 pages here. Isn't he your neighbor, Marcus? Go find Alan. Come back real quick. So anyway, you got the photo of Louis, Jay? Hey, Miguel, how are you, buddy? So, Louis Small Jr., he was a great guy. He was a nice guy. When he was in the Army, he was in Afghanistan to pass the time when they weren't, for lack of a better way of saying it, at war. They started reading comics, and he found and nurtured the love for comics. When he came back to the States, he was in line with his friend. Him and his friends went to a comic convention, and they were in line to get reviewed by Neil Adams. And his 2 friends went first. Oh, what did the Bizarre Adventure go for? That was actually one of my favorites in the auction. his friends were getting chewed out by Neil Adams. And Neil was doing what Neil does. Neil tells you everything that's wrong with your art. He didn't placate you. He wanted you to be a better artist. And he would tell you what you did wrong, and you can imply what you did right about what he didn't criticize. Take care, the Go Bluefin. So Neil said to Lewis, now, are you afraid to show me your art? Yeah, Neil portfolio refused. Did make some people cry. Frank Miller was somebody who went back to him, which is why Frank and Neil had a good relationship. Neil ripped him apart, and he went and redrew, and then came back, and Neil was like, "Oh wow." So Lewis showed him his art, and Neil put out his hand and said, "I look forward to working with you," and that's how much he liked his art. Lewis gave his card out to people at the convention. Publishers, and Harris Publications was the first company to get back to him. Now, before this, I think Harris had a collection of material with a cover by Paul Gulacy, but the first published Vampirella under Harris Publications. Can you get me a Coke, please? Yeah. Is that for me?
No, this is.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Amy. Harris was the first company to get in touch with Lewis, and he just he tackled the book, and he was a defining artist on the series. I think he worked with Jim Ballant as well. I mean, his artwork, he wasn't doing. A lot of people were trying to do the Image style at this point, because when did Vampirella #0 come out and #1? Yeah, right. Amy should have a Coke on standby. I can't drink the Pepsi, Peter Rowe. It's too sugary. Thanks, Amy.
Yep.
So it wasn't, when you look at this, I'm not saying you necessarily get a Moroto feel, but it's more classical, He definitely dove into the essence of Vampirella from Warren magazine, and that's what he used for inspiration, and you can see it in the way he executed everything. I mean, the bodies are beautiful, the faces are beautiful. Dracula is scary with an attractive woman, which is what he would do. The action, the adventure. He's just a great artist. And I don't know that Vampirella would have relaunched as well as it did without him on it. Coke from Glass and with the real cane sugar. Jason SCG has a show tonight at 9 if anyone is interested. Oh, nice. Southern Comic Geek for everybody who doesn't know what SCG is. But yeah, great guy, great artist. I mean, look at on this page, I'm actually showing, I'm looking at the art without showing it. I mean, look at the one panel at the bottom where she sees a reflection. Yes, DJ, those are expensive though. But you get one of those cheap vintage Coke machines. But then I'd be drinking it all the time. And again, look at her, jumping from hanging over. I mean, it's just so gorgeous, so gorgeous. So there's just, okay, cool. It's just a tragic loss. Anyway, I was talking about this page with Dracula. I don't think I showed it, so he's just a great guy. Just a great guy. in an interview, he said one of the things that he hoped was to see Vampirella and Red Sonja in movies and just in other mediums. You'd invest in the machine. Yeah, you make good money. So, and unfortunately, he got to see the Vampirella movie by Roger Corman, which, as I've said before, you guys got to watch it. You can't stop watching it once you start. It's like everybody got paid to be a bad actor. I remember picking up one of the Harris Vampy issues, but I didn't catch up with him until Defiant Comics. Yeah, I mean, it's just like I said. So, like I said, you guys got to watch the Vampirella from Roger Corman. It's a train wreck. It's a real friggin' train wreck. It's unbelievable. And yeah, there is. You can get it on YouTube for free.
I'm gonna watch that.
It is so bad. It's awesome.
How does it rank with the Fantastic Four?
Never saw it. But you got Roger Daltrey in it playing Vlad. It is so friggin' bad. I'm telling you, when you watch the movie, all I can think of, these guys were paid extra to act poorly. They were. I mean, have you ever seen Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man?
Yeah.
That was cheesy.
And it's bad. Like
Worse.
I'm gonna check this out.
Yeah. Both folding their arms. Well, that was unintentional. I mean, and then hopefully he got to see Red Sonja. The Red Sonja movie was really good and claimed the best working time. It's funny. We've been talking to people about Vampirella movie and TV series and animated series and everything. And we were talking to some of the agents at UTA, and I was telling one of the agents how bad that movie was. And she was like, I got to check that out. And she watched it, and she was like, oh my God, this is so bad that it was good. So, and Talisa Soa was hot. I mean, she just was. I mean, I don't know what else to say. She did look like Vampirella. But anyway, but the movie was bad. The movie was really bad. I mean, like, dude, I made it like 7 minutes in, Nick. When you see Roger Daltrey do like the whole like a vampire, no, Corey, watch the whole thing. Trust me, it gets worse and better at the same time. You gotta trust me. But like Roger Daltrey's just like, and it's like so bad. It is so bad, but it's awesome because of that. She was Kitana in Mortal Kombat, and she was in one of the Timothy Dalton James Bond movies. And then she ended up going to Law and Order, I think. I'm not selling the movie. I just don't want people to think that I was encouraging, Did Nick play some part in the creation? Well, I mean, our comics that we created were part of it, and because of the work we did, I got to be an executive producer on the movie, which was nice. So that was nice. Oh my God, I didn't even think about this. Wait, how do we only have 23 likes? Guys, come on. Let's hit that thumbs up. By the way, next Friday, I'm going to do a Black Friday blowout show. So let's get everybody to pay attention. By the way, we're up to 25 likes. Let's get to 60 likes and we'll do a giveaway. Nick is a Hollywood tycoon now. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, the Red Sonja movie that just came out. The one that just came out this summer. I'm more like typhoon if I jump in the water. Water goes everywhere.
Hey, if it helps on the vertical side of this YouTube stream. There's 8 likes.
Okay. Yeah, that's nice. But let's get him on the main one too. But I think that Lewis was a great artist, and he was the artist who reestablished Vampirella, and I will reiterate, without him, I don't think that Vampirella would have connected with fans. So, Lewis, rest in peace and Godspeed, and you will be missed. You were such a great guy. Your work will live on forever, which means you'll live on forever. Would have been great if God left you with us a little bit longer. But I guess he wanted you, and heaven's better with you in it. So thank you, man. Thank you. See, I think cost double of what it cost to invest in Cap to invest in. Oh man, it wasn't my favorite movie ever, but I thought it was okay. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I do have I have a full set of the Harris Vampirella comics. Maybe not all the variant covers, but I have a full set. Let's bring on Spencer.
Hi.
Yo,
It's a little past 20 after.
it is a little past 20 after. It is a little past 20 after.
Oh,
So,
with the CGC books first.
all right. So, Jay, take me off the screen. Let Spencer run with it. Everybody, you still submit a form with us with whatever you buy, and then we'll get the product from Spencer.
I just overnight it to Nick, and he takes care of it.
Yep, and then we'll do the fulfillment.
Who is
So,
that Marvel fan saying, "What's up, buddy?" I don't know who that is.
he's oh god, now I'm spacing. Tom, I'm trying to remember.
Hey,
Not that I'm abandoning you, Alberto. I had a crazy week leading up to the promo. I just had, next week is a shorter week, and we're still doing a lot with the Diamond bankruptcy. Look, let me just break this down like this. Is going already. I'll be here a little bit. I don't know what that Nostrand Tomb of Terror went for. I like I said, I didn't see the Heritage Auction. The only thing I caught, I actually turned it on when I turned it on, and it was like when the P's were starting, and I saw the George Perez binder art, and then I watched it up until the Ramitas. I was like, okay, Perez, Casada, Ramita, great.
What was that?
It was the binder. It was like the 5 heroes coming at you, and then you saw the backsides of the 5 villains.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Nick needs to fill out the Heritage.
What was the Ramita? What was the Ramita thing?
They had the John Romita Jr. X-Men 176, his first splash page, his first page in the book. It was a splash page. Then they had 2 pages. So you doing the Eradicator?
That's a cool page. I'm still saving up for the Fraggle.
Do you know I was the one who redesigned the Eradicator? Nick, did I ever tell you that?
Nah.
When they brought out the Outsiders book and they put him in there, he had no glasses and no cape.
I got to go to New York tomorrow. I've got a meeting that wait until I tell everybody what my meeting is about tomorrow.
No, I'll be here.
Worlds are going to come together. That's all I'll say. Not even worlds collide. Worlds come back together. So we'll leave it at that.
Now you have me thinking a lot. That's pretty cool.
You
need me to call me? Again, I'll be here today.
Yeah. I thought a lot. You know what? I thought a lot of stuff fell between the cracks. In my opinion, the Romita Jr. X-Men 176. Like I said, I watched the P's to the R's, or I watched Perez to Romita. I don't know if there were any R's after Romita, but once Jr. was done, I stopped. There was a lot of stuff that felt like it fell between the. I mean, I was, I looked back on some stuff. Obviously, I'm going to look at Frank Miller. I couldn't believe that Wolverine page went for 125,000. That was
That's
incredible.
From the miniseries?
Huh?
From the miniseries?
Yeah,
Oh, Rubenstein will freak.
yeah, and
Rubenstein sold most of the pages in that book for like $100.
well, that's what they were going for.
Mm.
Did
I ever tell you the Death of Robin, the 4-issue miniseries was just before when that came out. The artwork came back from that was just before I started representing Jim, and
Right.
he and Mike DiCarlo sold all 4 issues combined for $1,000.
Oh my god!
And that's when I got in and was like, "Are you kidding?"
That's insane. But just to finish this real quick so that you can get to selling. I was like, whoa, I couldn't believe it. So like the Ramita Jr. and again, I was kind of paying attention, not fully, like the Quesada sort of Azrael seemed to go a little soft. But the Ramita Jr. 176 with Madeline kissing him, that splash I felt went really under the radar. I think it went for like $6,000, maybe. I can't remember exactly. And then the 2 pages with Juggernaut, I believe, went for under $10,000 combined. But then the page with John Romita Jr., Brett Blevins, and Bob Wycheck, that went for over 20,000. I was like, oh wow, all over the place, just all over the place.
CJ Jurgens is doing pre-show commissions for OAX.
There you go. So OAX 26 is just an app for OAX 27. All right. Well, I mean, thank you to James for buying one of the 2 pieces that I wish didn't sell, but it sold. So, Mutant Green Lanterns. Well, congrats, man. You're going to love it. It is gorgeous. I mean, Linsner, I mean, like, he's so good, even at the eyeshadow, So, please fill out the form. Yes, we have.
Here's a super short, super funny story about Lisner.
Go.
When he first got in the industry, he and I talked about me representing him, and I turned him down.
Wow.
He was the second person I turned down. I told you who the first person I turned down, didn't I?
I don't remember who.
Spacing out. Bernie Wrightson.
Oh, my God.
Bernie was sitting next to me at a convention. I'd only been in the industry about 3 months. I had just started working in the industry. I wasn't familiar with his work, and he showed me stuff, and all he had with him was the monster stuff. I didn't know anything about that. I didn't really know much about artwork. I just started. And
Right.
He says, I really like your attitude, kid. He says, would you like to sell stuff for me? And I was like, sir, I said, I appreciate the offer, but I'm not familiar with your work. I don't think I can do it justice. And he's like, you don't know who I am? I was like, I'm just starting. I was like, I've been in the business for like 3 months. And he's like, wow. He says, I said, I've been reading comics my whole life. I said, I've just been starting to sell artwork like 3 months ago. I can even tell you what it was. It was February of 1987. And I was like, sorry. And we all make bad business decisions in our life, and that was one of them. One of my other bad business decisions I made is I was asked to be a partner when they first started CGC, and I was like, who the hell's going to want to put a comic in plastic and buy it? And I would have been a partner in the company, and I turned them down.
From now on, you're like George Costanza on Seinfeld. Always go with the opposite of your instinct.
Exactly. I'll tell you, in the pet industry stuff, you ever give a dog or see a dog with the knotted rope bones?
Yeah.
Dogs. The man who started the company was a friend of my family, and he offers us a worldwide exclusive. He would fill our warehouse with product on consignment, and he would sell the stuff, and it's cost. And we'd do the order fulfillment for it, and we would make our normal profit on it. And we turned it down, and he was in business for 11 years and sold the company for $3.8 billion.
Like I said, go with the opposite of your instinct.
Yeah. They were like, who's going to buy a piece of knotted rope it cost 30 cents to make it? And they're selling it for $20. Who the hell is going to want that? Boy, were we stupid. But
go with the opposite of your instinct. All right. Why don't
that's what I did in the 90s when you and I first met. I wanted to be your friend, but I said, nah, that's Barucci. To hell with him.
No, we disliked each other. We were in competition.
That's very true.
Only thing. There was
I
one person.
remember the first argument we got into was at Mariano's engagement party.
You Mariano? You mean Fabian?
No, Mariano's first engagement party to his first wife. Yeah, you had just signed Quesada to sign Batman. Yeah, that was the first thing you'd signed Quesada to sign, and I was at Mariano's party, and Joe came over. Joe and I started talking. So yeah, I just signed with Nick Barucci.
I don't remember that at all.
I do, and we got into an argument over it.
Sorry, you signed everybody else.
I had every single person in the Batman universe except for Joe, and you got including what's his name who took over for Aparo doing the interiors. Oh God, what's his name?
Mike Manley.
Mike Manley, even Mike.
Yeah.
And then you'd gone after Mike that same day, and I got Mike to sign for me.
Yeah.
And then Quesada came. Oh, I just signed with Nick like an hour ago. And that's when you and I got into an argument.
Hey, how you doing, Bueller? The funny thing about Mike Manley is he signed the contract, put it in FedEx.
FedEx then called them to try and get it back.
Yep.
Yep, I know.
And FedEx brought it back, and it is what it is.
Mark, just so you know, part of the reason why things haven't been done on my website is my health has been absolutely horrible, to say the very least. I've got my health under control, and I got my business is mostly caught up, and I'm going to be starting to do inventories and scans and things on the inventory that I have and start building a new website for next year. I finally have gotten things caught up. I promised people in the past I was going to do it, but my health has been so lousy. It's been a joke. So we finally found out what was wrong with my health and fixing all the things that are wrong with it. I'm actually going in Monday for an echocardiogram, but it's all Nick's fault. Being friends with Nick made my heart messed up.
Yeah, right.
Anyhow, let's get the show on the road. Let's start with the CPC books.
Jerry, we showed the Linsner and it got claimed. I'm sorry, buddy.
All right, so let's put up CGC 01. The CGC books are about to offer. They're a little fuzzy because they're scanned. They're not photos. These are all from the Stan Lee collection, from Stan Lee's personal comic collection. This item is $675. It is signed by Brian Azzarello, Klaus Janson, Andy Kubert, and Frank Miller on May 28th, 2016. Not 1916, 2016. It's a first printing. It's a 9.8 grade, and it's $675 for this one, if anybody's interested in it. All right, then we can move on to number 2. If anybody wants us to go slower, just tell us and we'll slow down. These are, if you see, it's from the Stan Lee collection, has a special Stan Lee label on it. This is Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows, Volume 1, Issue 5. Every comic of the Stans are all 9.8. It's a CGC 9.8, signed by J. Scott Campbell on 10/11/15. It's signed by Stan Lee and his wife, Joni, who rarely, if ever, sign comics. And they signed that on October 17th, 2015. This is $1,350. All the rest of the CGCs are $1,350. Just so I'll keep saying it, but just letting everybody know now. So that's a really neat one. All right, next is CGC 03. This is Renew Your Vows, issue 1, signed by J. Scott Campbell on July 11th, 2015, and Stan and Joni on July 6th, 2015. It's a 9.8. This one is also $1,350. All right, next is CGC 04. Is same thing. It's actually just signed on a different date by Stan. This one is signed by Stan only, and it's $1,250 for this one. It's not signed by Joni. All right, CGC 06 is the black and white variant version. This is signed by J. Scott Campbell on July 11th, 2015, and Stan and Joni on July 6th, 2015. Again, CGC 9.8, that's $1,350. And by the way, if we need to, you can mention it, Nick. We can do 30 days payment on the CGCs if somebody needs extra time. Anyhow, on next is CGC 7 is Volume 1, Issue 5. This is signed by Joe Quesada on October 11th, 2015, and Stan and Joni on October 17th, 2015, also $1,350. And CGC 9.8. All right, next is CGC 08. Is it the black and white variant, signed by Joe Quesada on October 11th, and signed by Stan and Joni on October 17th of 2016. Again, $1,350. No markers, unfortunately, no cap. If there was, I'd be buying it. So the seat next is CGC 09. We already did CGC 09. That's the black and white variant cover. Sorry. CGC 10. Nick, I thought this is something you'd be interested in. This is Incredible Hulk Volume 2, Issue 100, CGC 9.8, signed by Stan Lee on April 1st, 2018, and John Romita Sr. on April 28th, 2018. It's $1,350. And last but least, CGC 11 is Weapon X issue number one from 2007, signed by Stan Lee on July 22nd. It was my dad's birthday. Signed on July 22nd, 2017, and Ron Lim on July 21st, 2017. And those are $1,350. So if anybody wants, these are all from Stan Lee's private collection with the Stan Lee private label that was specially made by CGC. And again, if you need 30 days, let Nick know. Excuse me, throat was dry. Let Nick know, and we can do 30 days payment on those. All these, just recently I had them up on Clan McDonald. I got permission from the owners on everything we're offering tonight to lower the prices. Some of these things didn't sell, so we got permission to lower the prices. Anyhow, so these are significantly lower. Anyhow, that's it for those. Next, we go to the plain comic books that we're offering. Anyhow, we got this is called Vermilion. Now, these I'm going to show them. There is 12 copies of this. This is signed by writer Impio Gion and artist Danny Kim. Danny recently did Ghost Rider, and then he did West Coast Avengers. But each one of them is remarked on the back. That's item 1. This is item 2. Hold on, get this out of the way. That's number 2. It's number 3. These are all original drawings on the back of the book. Issue 4. Issue 5. This one's kind of neat. Pointy nose. Issue 6. This looks like a little bit for the character from Spawn, like the clown. That one. That one. Yeah, these are all black and white sketches. These are all original art. These are not printed on them. This is an ash can that was only sold in the United States, only sold at New York Comic Con. There's that one. And then this looks like the character from X-Men. I forgot his name. With the swords that Rob Liefeld created. Anyhow, these are only $75. There's 12 copies of them available. This is the book. I'm going to show you the inside. It's an ash can this is made exclusively for New York Comic Con. I mean, look at the detail on that work. Danny's stuff is brilliant. Danny's going to be somebody in the United States comics very soon. His stuff is beautiful. Anyhow, so we have those. We have 12 copies of those available. If you want, you can choose if you let me know, you can choose your image that you like, or we can just make it random. Anyhow, next is CB02, which is only $10. This is signed by writer Impio Gion. This is made in South Korea. This is only available in South Korea. It's a comic called Hotel Bethesda. This is the first issue of the series. It was not used on a Kickstarter. And again, and you mentioned you resemble a slimmer Artie Lang. Steve, I take that as an insult. Artie Lang is a sleazeball. But thank you. Anyhow, this is used for Kickstarter in South Korea. anyhow, that's $10, and all of the comics are autographed by the writer NPO Gion. So next we got number 3. We got the Superman 3D, and you can see all the copies are signed by Louise Simonson. And basically, what this is the bagged edition. I opened the bag up so she could sign it. These are basically get the comic for free. You're just paying for the autograph. They're $25 each. Against the bagged edition signed by Louise Simonson. I assume that much, Steve. I didn't think you were trying to insult me. Okay, next will be issue 4. Item 4, CBO4 is the Cosmic Odyssey hardcover. This is from Jim Starlin's personal collection from 2004, signed by Jim Starlin. It is $40, which is basically the cover price of the comic. So basically paying for the comic and get it as a hardcover. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. And you're basically getting the autograph for free on this one. Next is number 7. Look at that cover. That is gorgeous. I love that. This is Joker, the World. It's an anthology hardcover. This has never been offered in the U.S. before, supposedly, and is signed by writer NPO Gion. These are from NPO's personal file copies on these. This is $40 also. I only have 2 copies of this available, and that's it. Anyhow, so this is the first time offered in the United States. All right, next is number 8. Okay, it's the same book as the one we just showed, but it has a remark in it by NPO, who's a writer, not an artist. NPO did the remark. Anyhow, that is $80 with the remark in it. It's autographed and wait a minute, I'm looking at the wrong item. No, it actually the price is wrong on the screen, but I can do it for that price. We'll do it for $40. Let me make a note on my paper. Anyhow, that you get it with the remark for $40. All right, next is 09, which is Batman the World, which has never been available in the United States as well, signed by writer NPO Gion. This one is $40 as well. NPO has only made 1 appearance in the United States at New York Comic Con this year. He sat with me at New York Comic Con. How's Skylar doing? Let's see, she's doing better. She's recovering. It's a slow process, but she's doing much better. She's not in pain anymore. That's the good thing. Anyhow, that's just for the Batman the World. Again, $40 for the hardcover, which is it's a thick hardcover. It's about that thick. So it's a pretty thick hardcover. It's all in English, Steve. It's all in English, so I don't know. Maybe been printed foreign, but all the writing on the inside is all in English. Anyhow, CB11 CB10 rather. Sorry, CB10 is all new X-Men, the Inevitable trade paperback. It's got an Angel remark, as you can see, and it's signed by Mark Bagley. That is $50, which is less than the cost of Mark doing a remark. Mark's remarks are $60. So you're getting the book for free and saving $10 in a remark, and it's signed by Mark as well. So there's that. Number 11 is from Mark also. I don't know if you can see it over Superman's head. There's a Batman remark on it and signed by Mark as well, and that one is $50 as well. That's for that trade paperback as well. So again, basically you're paying for most of the remark, the rest of it's free. Okay, next is number 13. It's Justice League Omega with a Batman remark above what the heck is her name? Having a brain fart. Raven, sorry. I'm tired. I apologize. With a Batman remark in gold, it is signed and remarked by Mark. That's $75. That one gets a little bit thicker. Thank you, James. I realized it eventually. Anyhow, that's that. Next is number 15. These are limited quantity. This one is 9 copies available. This is Fantastic Four, issue 316 from volume 1, signed by the legendary great Joe Sinnott. These are from his estate. All the profit from this goes to the estate. These are $100 each for these. Next is number 16. CB16, which is also that's issue number 317 of Fantastic Four, also signed by Joe Sinnott for $100. Okay, next is item 17 is also signed by Joe Sinnott, Fantastic Four number 318 with Dr. Doom. Again, $100 signed by Joe Sinnott, as you can see on the floor. Next, we got item number 18, issue 319 for $100 with the legendary Beyonder in his 1980s costume, which is evident. That one is $100 as well. Then we got number 19, issue 322 of the Fantastic Four, signed by Joe Sinnott, by the late, great Joe Sinnott. And that's $100. Next is item 20, rather, sorry. The Fantastic Four Supersized Annual, number 21, signed by Joe again, remember, all these are from Joe's estate. Once they're gone, obviously they're gone. And last but not least is item 21 is the Adventures of the Thing comic book, volume 1, issue 1, signed by Joe. This one is 8 copies available. These are $100. I've still got some more Joe Sinnott signed books coming. Next, CB22 is Mighty Thor, number 406, signed by Joe Sinnott for $100. Next is item number 23, is Thor 408 for $100. Next, we got item 24, 409. Next is 421. The following one is 424, then 428, and 429, all signed by Joe Sinnott, all $100. The last of the comic-related stuff is CB29. This is the Joker of the World. This is a Joker torso drawing on the inside front cover, drawn by, I'm going to say his name wrong, Jaekwang Park. I think I'm saying his name wrong. Jaekwang Park. And it's a torso. It takes up, as you can see, from the top to the bottom of the book. That's $300. There's only one of those available. So I ran through all that stuff. If anybody would like to see anything again or like to place an order for any of them, these also, we can do 30 days on these as well. So give everybody a shot, see if anybody wants to order anything or see anything a second time. We can go from there. If not, we'll switch back to the original art. Okay, I'm going to take a quick drink, so pardon me. All righty, we ready to do art? All righty, OA01. Okay, catch on rewind. Thanks, Marcus. Is Will Conrad, pencils only. It looks like it's inked. This is pencils only. That is not inked. Will Conrad is that type of pencil. This is Black Panther from 2009, volume 5, issue 8, page 4. Price of this is $125. Next, we got OA02, issue 9, page 7. These are signed by Will Conrad as well, from 2009. This one is also $125. Next is item 3 is issue 9, page 9 for $125. Again, these are all pencil only. None of these are inked. They look like they're inked, but they're not. It's just that type, that dark a pencil and that type. Okay, next we have item 4, which is Black Panther issue 7, page 4 for $150 on this. Next, item 5 is Wolverine Origins from 2010, volume 1, issue 47, page 2 for $175. Next is Wolverine Origins, issue 47, page 3 for $175. Next is item 7 is again, pencils only. Will Conrad, volume 5, issue 8, page 16 for $175. Next is item 8 is Will Conrad, pencils only, Black Panther, issue 7, page 7, signed it for $175. See, I go a little faster than Nick. So if anybody wants to see anything and wants me to slow down, please speak up because I'm going fast. Nick talks forever. I talk too much, but not forever. Next is item 9 is Black Panther issue 7, page 18 for $175. Okay, next is item 10, issue 9, page 16 for $175. Next, item 11 is issue 10, page 6 for $175. Next is Will Conrad. This is Will's Pencils and Inks. This is $200. It's issue 47, page 5. This one is inked. Next, item 13 is Pencils and Inks by Will, issue 47, page 8. Look at the detail in that background. That's beautiful. I love the background on this page. As an artist who used to do backgrounds, this is really beautiful stuff. I don't know how many people know, but I started my career in this industry. I was actually a background inker. Dick Giordano, may he rest in peace. Frank McLaughlin, may he rest in peace. Jim Aparo, may he rest in peace. Were all my teachers. I probably inked about 1,000 pages that were out there. Next, item 14 is Will Conrad Pencils and Inks, Wolverine Origins, issue 47, page 18. This is $200 also. Next, we got item 15 from Will Conrad Pencils only. Again, this is Black Panther, volume 5, issue 8, page 2000, page 13 for $200. Next, the item 16 is Black Panther volume 5, issue 8, page 6, is also $200. Next is Black Panther Pencils Only, volume 5, issue 9, page 19 for $200. Next is Will Conrad's Pencils and Inks. It is item 18, issue 49, page 4 for $225. Next, we got issue 49, page 7 for $225. Next is Mike Deodato's Pencils, Will Conrad's Inks, Secret Avengers, issue 2, page 19. Now, personally, I thought this was Will's Pencils and Inks, but we looked it up on the internet. It says it's Mike Deodato. So, correct me if I'm wrong. This is what we found on the internet. It doesn't look like Mike Deodato to me. It looks like Will. But when we looked up and did the research, it said Mike Deodato. So, if I'm wrong, forgive me. I'm just going by what we found on the internet. Item 21 is Will Conrad's Pencils, Black Panther, issue 7, page 1 for $225. Next, item 22 is Black Panther, issue 9, page 2 for $225. Next, item 23 is Cull and the Shadow Kingdom, which is Will Conrad's Pencils Only, issue 2, page 22. As you can see, all of these in the top right corner are signed by Will. Will lives in South America. He doesn't do very many appearances in the United States. So that's actually a bonus. Next, item 24 is Wolverine's Origins, which is Will's Pencils and Inks. Issue 47, page 9 is $250. Next, item 25 is issue 47, page 10 for $250. Next, we got issue 47, page 14 for $250. Next, we got item 27. We got page 21 for $250, all from the same book. Next, item 28, we got Wolverine Origins, Will's Pencils and Inks, issue 50, page 4 for $250. And next, we got item 29, we got Will's Pencils and Inks for Wolverine Origins, issue 49, page 8 for $250. Next, we got item 30, Wolverine Origins, Pencils and Inks by Will, issue 48, page 12 for $250. Item 31, Wolverine Origins, issue 49, page 5 for $250. Next, we got item 33, Will's Pencils Only, Black Panther, issue 7, page 22 for $250. Next, we got item 34, issue 7, page 20 for $250. Next, we got item 35, issue 7, page 2 for $250. Item 36 is issue 8, page 11 for $250, Will's Pencils Only. Next, item 37 is Will's Pencils Only, Black Panther, issue 9, page 5 for $250. Next is item 38 is Wolverine Origins, number 48, page 7, Will's Pencils and Inks for $250. As you can see, the prices are rather consistent. I talked to Will and we try to streamline everything to make it as consistent as possible and easy. So come on, so let's make Will happy. Let's get something for Will tonight, please. Next is, by the way, I'm selling this on behalf of Will. These are not from a private collection. Next, item 39 is Will Conrad's Pencils Only. Black Panther issue 8, page 1 is $250. Next, item 40 is page 2 for $250. Next is Will Conrad Pencils Only. Black Panther issue 7, page 5 for $250. Next is issue 7, page 11 for $250. And next is issue 8, page 7 for $250. Whew. A lot of Black Panther and still more to come. Next, item 44. It's a Tarzan headshot. The skulls were all done to be kind of tonal in the background. Didn't show up very well on the scan, but they're really detailed on the thing. It's a Tarzan headshot. That's $300. It's on 11 by 17 Bristol board. That's $300. Next, item 45. This was Will's samples for Marvel, but it was actually published. It was Spectacular Spider-Man issue 252, page 18. Excuse me. It is unpublished by Will. It's $300. Got a nice half plate splash on the bottom of Kane on the bottom watching Spider-Man in the cemetery. That's kind of a cool page. That one's also $300. Oh, Marvel fan, you're trying to get rid of me? Is that what it is? Am I boring you? Okay, next, issue 46, or item 46. Black Panther, volume 5, issue 7, page 10 for $300. I got a nice 1/3 page splash there in the middle. Next, item 47. Got issue 9, page 17 for $300. Next, we got issue 9, page 18 for $300. Next is item 49. It's called Serenity, Better Days and Other Stories, the second edition, issue 2, page 8, signed by Will for $300. Next, item 50. We have 70 items total. We're at item 50. Thank you for people who are staying and not falling asleep. Next issue, item 50 is Serenity, Better Days and Other Stories, second edition, issue 2, page 13 for $300. Look at the bottom panel. It reminds me, if you saw the original movie It reminds me of the scene when what's her name? I can't think of the girl's name in It, when the blood comes from the sink and it comes through. Beverly Marsh. I think the bottom panel reminds me of the scene with Beverly Marsh and It. Anyhow, next, item 51 is Black Panther issue 10, page 1 for $300. Next, item 52 is Black Panther issue 9, page 3 for $300. Next is really cool. Is a color piece. This is Danny Mickey, Pencils, Inks, and Colors by Danny Mickey. There's a sketch cover, Justice League Unlimited, issue 12. It was a blank sketch cover, and it's Danny Mickey doing Wolver Gardner. That's $400. And next item is super cool as well. There's on a backing board. Is Batman, Pencils, Inks, and Colors by Danny Mickey. That's $400. Next is item 55 is Wolverine Origins, issue 49, page 2. That's a splash page, nice behind shot of a female character. That's $350 for that item. Next, item 56 is Black Panther, issue 8, page 12. Nice shot of Shuri as fighting Shuri as the Black Panther. That's $375. All right, Blue fan, have a good night. Item 57, Black Panther, issue 9, page 1 for $375. Next is issue 58. This is an unused cover, and there's a design by Will for a cover of Cyborg. It's $400. Next is a gorgeous piece. It's issue item 59. 3/4 body of Thor by Will Conrad. It's pencils, inks, and gray tone Sharpie, a gray tone marker, I should say. It's $450. That's $450. Next, issue 60 is Outsiders and Will's pencils, Sean Parsons inks. This is the Outsiders, issue 237, page 1. I have a feeling it's 23. Yeah, because I don't. They never went to issue 237. I figured that was a typo. I think that's issue 23. That's $450 for a full page splash with the whole team on it, right there with Katana right in front, Metamorpho in the back. Next item 61, Black Panther. And Nikki, if you're watching, full page splash is Submariner. Nick, if you're watching or if you're listening, Nick's an insane Submariner fan. Black Panther issue 8, page 22 for $500. Next item 62, Call in the Shadows Kingdom, issue 5, page 8. It's $500. Item 63 is Venom by Will Conrad. By Bob Layton. He just did this about 3 weeks ago. This is Pencils, Inks, and Colors by Bob Layton. This is $500. Next is a Naughty Piece by Will Conrad. I had to censor it because I didn't want Nick to get in trouble. It's a topless. Her name is Luna, the space girl, and she's topless. I spelled topless wrong. Thank you. It's been corrected though. This one's $600. This is a tonal wash. This is a gouache piece. This is beautiful in person. So that's $600. Next item 65, Black Panther, issue 9, page 22, full page splash for $600. Again, Shuri as Black Panther. Next item 66. Look at that piece. This is Pencils and Inks by Will Conrad of Conan the Barbarian. It's 11 by 17 with a full background. That's $700. We'll charge it's normally over $1,000 to do this as a commission. You have to do something this tight, but this one is absolutely gorgeous in my opinion. Item 67 is Black Panther issue 10, pages 8 and 9. Thank you for putting it together. Issue 7, it's issue 10, page 8 and 9. It's $750 for a 2-page spread. It's actually gorgeous. It's Pencils and Inks by Will. Item 68. That is Future Comics Metallics, Valiant Comics, Exo Man of War, and Iron Man, penciled by Andy Smith and inked by Bob Layton, and colors by Bob Layton. It is 11 by 17 on Bristol board. That's $900. Next, item number 69. Look at the detail on this piece. This is a gouache painting of Tarzan, 11 by 17 with a full background on it. That one's $900. And last but not least, look at this piece. Will had this in his sketchbook, in his portfolio. I ripped him a new one. He had it out for $200. I was like, are you insane? This is the back cover to his sketchbook. And he was going to sell it for $200. I was like, I could sell it 100 times over for $200. But the price on this is $1,250 for this piece. But this is the back cover of his sketchbook. And he has also made a print out of it as well. So that's everything for tonight. We offered a lot of stuff. On any of the stuff offered tonight, actually, I've never done this before. I'll offer free 30 days for. Normally, we charge extra for terms. I'll give a free 30 days for anything that's offered tonight. If anybody wants any of the stuff, but that's all we got for tonight. So if anybody wants to see anything else, just let us know what you want to see. If they want to see it again, if they need a price or wants to place an order, let us know. We're good to go. If not, Nick, if you're listening, come on back. I'm done.
I'm here.
You're there. Did you look at the Submariner piece?
I saw it. Yeah. I was getting some work done too at the same time. Beautiful.
Sensational. I just got the latest book in. I just got the whole issue. Just came in day before yesterday. So I'll be on the other show that I do. I'll be selling that probably next week.
On Wednesday night, right?
Wednesday night. Yep. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name or not. So
yeah, Glenn McDonald, 7
I'll
o'clock.
be on McDonald Wednesday night with the next. Hang on, I think I got it behind me. Hold on a second.
Everybody, did you hit that thumbs up? Come on, guys, please. Pretty please with sugar. Delight, you did miss a lot of great art. There was like 45 lots from Spencer. I only had 4.
What was that? What was it? What did we get?
Somebody was asking whether or not they missed any great art.
Oh, Yeah, I have Amazing Spider-Man issue 16, right? The complete book right here. You can see.
Is that the cover?
Yep.
Is that blue line or
The
traditional?
cover's blue line, the interior's over pencils. Because
Okay.
John was in Italy when he drew it. So the cover is blue line, the interiors are all over original pencils. I'll just show it real fast. Page 1, page 2, page 3. This is cool. Page 4 and 5. Page 6. Page 7.
And you haven't priced that out, right? You
No, I
haven't
have not
priced
priced it out yet. Page 8. We go next page. Page 11. Page 12, a nice black cat.
Did you
page.
jump from 8 to 11?
I'm not sure. I'm going to go back and check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, there's page 9. It went from 9 to 11. Page 10 is missing. It's not the complete book. Page 10 is missing. Page 12. Page 13. Yeah, I'll do that in a moment. Page 14. Look at that top panel. Page 14.
Wow.
That is
Who's
gorgeous.
the villain?
I'm sorry?
Who's the villain?
I think it's Hobgoblin. I think it's Hobgoblin.
Demi-Goblin?
The Goblin. And on page 15, page 16, page 17, page 18, page 19, page 20. And there's the book. And I got Planet She-Hulk. I got some pages. I don't know what this book is, but got
Did you say Platt?
Planet.
Oh.
Page 19, page 18, page 17, page 16.
Guys, there's 42 people watching, only 36 thumbs up.
All right. Anyhow, you want to see the vermilion, so hang on. So I put this aside. Give me 10 seconds. Okay, these are the vermilions with the art. That's one. That's another one. You got that one. That one's kind of sick. Got that one, Space Guy. Got that one. These are all $75 each, not total. Got that one. Looks like Hector Hammond smoking a cigar. Look at that one. That one's sick. And that one. And last but not least, that one. This is how I ship them. Like that's it's a Xerox of the cover with the book in front of it. So that's all the vermilions. If anybody's interested in any of those. Owie. Anybody interested in seeing anything else? Or willing to place an order?
Well, somebody wanted the back cover.
Okay, Leah, which one would you like? I'll show them again and just say that one. I'll go slower. And Michael, there's a bunch of Peter Parker in it. After it's over, I'll call you on video if you want, Mike, and I'll show you the pages again. Oh, well, they look exactly the same. Number 3, the third one. This one or this one? Is that the one you want, Leah? Yeah, I don't know which one you want, Leah. Actually, let me number them as we go through them. This is number 1. This is number 2. Okay. All right. So it was this one. Okay. Got it. Pulled it aside for you. Get to that. I can move on here. Got it. It's yours. It's all yours. All right, pulled aside for you. Alrighty. Now, matter of fact, what I'm going to do is take the one that's already assembled, take it out, so it's already put together for you. Take that one out. Put that one in. Ready to go just for you. There's your comic. Not to put the sketch in backwards. Let me put it in the correct way. Alrighty, there we go. It's all yours. Alrighty, you got it, my friend. Oh, ow. All right, Nick, you want to go over anything else? Talk about anything else?
No, if anybody wants anything,
Can I talk? Am I allowed to talk about what I'm doing on Tuesday or no?
yeah, feel free. Tuesday or Wednesday?
Tuesday. I'm doing it Tuesday.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I'm allowed to talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay, I will be going to John Cassiday's house, and I'll be working with his lady, and I'll be picking up everything in his studio. I mean, his surge protectors. I mean, I'm literally taking. Or do they email Mike Asbill? I'm not sure what you're asking me.
You fill out the form. You fill out the form.
Oh, on the show. Okay. And I'll be taking everything. We'll be selling his markers, his pens, his brushes, his stapler, his flat files.
Yeah, so everything will be available on the experience, and then it'll also be available elsewhere.
Yes. But everything will be on the experience offered first. But we'll have everything. I was told that in his top drawer, which I'll see on Tuesday, there are some cover roughs that are in there that are on 8.5 by 11 Xerox paper. So, I mean, according to his lady, they are extremely tight. We'll have those available. We'll have those. We'll be making out a certificate of authenticity for them for everything. But we'll be selling his brushes, his pens, every single thing. His filing cabinet, if you live locally, you want his printer. I mean, everything must go. So I'll be picking all that stuff up.
But we'll be releasing it in waves, and obviously,
yes. Oh yeah, absolutely.
All the money goes. I mean, some Spencer will be storing it, so they're held back some money because he's doing some work.
Right.
But the majority of the money goes to Tara and his sister Robin.
Right. And we do everything we can to make them as much money as possible. They deserve. Nick, I don't know if I told you, one of the things I talked to Tara about is he has scans of every commission and sketch that he ever did from home. He has scans of. So I'm going to talk to Marvel and doing what I've done with the John Romita scans and see.
Do me a favor. Actually, let's talk about that because I already started sending Marvel stuff, and I'd like it to be coordinated. So.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. I already told Tara I would talk to you about it. But hopefully we can make some of those rough cover.
Yeah, I've already sent them a bunch that once they print them, publish them, I should say, Tara and Robin will start
benefit from that as well. Exactly. Yeah, everything will be about John. He was such a great man, such a gentleman. Anyhow, so that's everything I think for tonight.
Oh, and fill out the form again. I'll look into it for you. By the way, can you guys, Jay, can you run the Kickstarter for what the heck, Elvira, real quick? A link to that.
Well, I got a really cool Elvira item. It was the promo poster for Elvira's movie.
Oh, well, nice.
It looks like a booklet, and you open it up, and then you open it up, and it has the movie poster for a Elvira's movie on the inside of it.
Nice. Next Friday, guys, we're gonna have a Black Friday sale. We're gonna do some really, really cool Black Friday pricing. I just want to say, everybody, it's Friday night. Thank you for being here. You could be doing anything. The fact that you're here means the world to us, to me, to Jay. Me, even Spencer tonight. Thank you, Spencer, for being here.
Thank you.
When you go home, hug your loved ones because you honestly never know what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
Be kind. Be nice to anybody you run into. Let's make the world a little bit of a better place every day.
Just remember what they said. Every day live in arc. A random act of kindness goes a long way. Karma always comes back to you.
Where's the signature going to be located on Elvira? I'm a little confused there.
By the way, Nick, Colleen said she can't do it emotionally.
Okay. Why don't we talk about that stuff?
I know. I just figured before I forgot. It's a one sentence response thing. It doesn't require a response. Just one.
Right. So everybody hug your loved ones. Pray for a lot of the strife in the world to end. There's a lot of people, what we do here is a luxury. Any kind of collecting is fun, a luxury. But there are people in the world that have it really bad. Let's pray for them all.
Yeah.
Again, be kind to everybody. Tonight at 9:00, there's 2 shows. There's the show that Bill has on Comic Art Live, and Nancy McCann will be on the air tonight at 9:00 here on The Experience with Comics Unlimited. Everybody try and check both out. You can put it on 2 tabs. Sunday at 8:00, Ruben the Collector, live studio. Jump in and out as you please. That'll be fun as always. Monday at 5, Miss Jen may have an interview. 6:00, Comic Collectibles with Rex and John. 11:00, we have our friends Best Coast Comics on the air with Bronze Age Nerd and Bigby. Tuesday, Jay, you'll correct me if I get this wrong, but let me try it. Minute to Skim It at 7. Tuesday's Comics, tomorrow's Comics Tuesday at 8. Am I right about that?
You're so close. We got Comic Industry Insiders at 2 Eastern, 1 Central. Then
Right.
We have Rich and Les Garner at 5 Eastern, 4 Central. Minute to Skim at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. Tomorrow's Comics Tuesday at 9 Eastern, 8 Central. And then I'm not sure if Omri's going to be back just yet, but we will have a show at 10 Eastern, 9 Central, whether it's the producers or it's Kicking It with Omri.
All right. And then Wednesday at 7, Comic Collectibles with Rex. 8:00, Hump Day Wednesday. I think that's what it's called.
Hump Day Heroes.
I got one other thing to offer.
Heroes.
I have one other thing to offer. If people want commissions, Jim Starlin is doing commissions. Here's an example of a pencil one he just did yesterday.
How much was that?
They're $1,350. Not this one. The guy, you want a pencil or pencil and ink, it's the same price. Jamie Jameson inks them. There's one in pencil. I'll show you another one he just did. This one is pencils by Jim, inks by Jamie, and colors by Jim. That's one he just did.
On the art. Wow.
No, that's computer.
Oh.
Let me show. Hang on a second here. Actually, this is a print that he's going to be selling. It's got that. That's one side. There's 2 prints that make one image. That's one side, and that's the other side. So it's Avengers versus the JLA versus the Avengers.
How much is that original art?
I'm sorry?
How much is that original art, in case anybody wants it?
The set of 2 will be $20,000 because there's like 30 or 40 characters on it.
Okay.
It's an awful lot of work. Here's a Defenders piece that is going out to be inked starting tomorrow, actually.
Wow. How much is that?
10K.
Wow.
But it'll be pencils and inks. But if anybody wants to order them, just contact. Oh, here's a Captain Marvel commission that he just did. This is $1,350. Here's an Adam Warlock commission he just did. There we go. You can see that one.
Maybe the Friday after next Friday, since I'm doing the Black Friday blowout, maybe the Friday after next, we can bring Jim back on the air and we can sell commissions.
Absolutely. If you want to do that, I'll talk to him.
Yeah, let's do that for the first Friday in December. Why don't we plan on that? So next week I'll do a Black Friday blowout.
We can put that tentative because I may be in Columbus, Ohio.
All right, so do it as a tentative.
Yeah,
but otherwise, next Friday will be Black Friday Bonanza.
All right. There you go. Actually, hang on as much. This is something I have available. This is Frank Cho. This is, where's the price? Hang on a second. Got one last piece to show. I have a picture of it. Here we get the size. Let's go look at the size. I think it's 13 by 20, I believe. Yep, 15 by 20. Frank Cho.
Wow.
That's 15 by 20.
How
And
much is that?
6,000.
Wow.
So if somebody wants that. Anyhow, that's another piece that's for sale.
All right. Jay, we're off on Thursday for Thanksgiving, right?
I don't know 100% yet. We're still
We might
figuring
be
that
off
out.
on Thursday. We might be off on Thursday for Thanksgiving. So, but Friday at 1, FOC show. And then 7 o'clock, back on the air with Nick. So, Marcus, yes, these are pre-OAX. They're just here. Because I don't, is Jim going to OAX, Spencer?
No.
Okay.
Here's the two of them side by the pencils of them side by side.
Wow. And you said that's 20,000?
It's actually 21. I said it was about 20. It's 21,000.
Okay. How big are they?
These are both 11 by 17 pages. Here's one that's available. That's 11 by 17. And they're just showing some things. This Joe Rubenstein just did. It's actually going to be painted. It's a takeoff on Wolverine #1 cover.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
That's by Rubenstein. This is Colleen Doran. Colleen's doing commissions as well. That's a commission from Colleen.
Nice.
I'm showing you people. We got lots of people doing commissions right now. This is fun. I'll show you the last thing. I'll show you. Walt was supposed to do a remark for one of the Clan McDonald's customers, and he said, "I hope the customer doesn't get mad. I got a little carried away." That was supposed to be a remark.
That's funny.
I will be offering in the future.
I'm glad I bought that, right?
We will be offering that in the future. We'll be offering commissions. Sketch covers from Walt Simonson. We'll be offering autographs and sketch covers. Will be offered from Walt Simonson. So
Cool.
Anyhow, this is a cover recreation that Bob Layton just did. This one's for sale also. Get into focus.
Oh, that's gorgeous. How much is that?
This is $12.50 if I remember correctly. I'd have to look at it. I'm going from memory.
All right, so it might be a little more, might be a little less.
Right. I was trying to see. Oh, this is something we'll be selling coming up that Jim did. This is a print that we made for charity. This is Ross McCond, who played the Red Skull in the Avengers movie, has family members with cancer. So Ross is doing about 45 conventions a year right now to try and raise money. So we got Starlin did this. It's inked by Starlin. I'm sorry, penciled by Starlin, inked by Rubenstein, colored by Alex Sinclair, Jim Lee's colorist, and then signed by all three of them and signed by Ross McCond. Just waiting to get these back from FedEx Customs. We'll be having that available for sale as well. So anyhow, that's the story. That's all the news that's fit the print.
All right, cool.
And actually, if there's anybody here that's a Power Rangers fan, this is a wraparound cover by Scott Koblish and Jamie Jameson, and you can't see it very well, but she has 50-something autographs of the Power Rangers on the piece.
How much is it?
This is $15,000.
Okay.
This is the characters on it is every single Power Ranger that there ever was as of the time it was printed.
Wow.
So and it's on a 2-page spread. So
all right, everybody. Thank you. All right, so hopefully, possibly Friday, December 5th, it'll be Jim Starlin.
Let me write that down again. What date?
Friday, December 5th. Everything okay, Amy?
My idiot brother's birthday.
Huh? What'd you say, Spencer?
I said my idiot brother's birthday.
Ah.
Uh,
All right, Jay, take us away, buddy.